Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Angela Shurina. I'm your host. I'm your Brains Coach and also an executive coach with 15 years of experience. I'm here to share with you, deliver to you, learn with you the most researched, fascinating, applicable, usable, effective brain-body tools from all the different sciences or branches of sciences, from behavioral psychology to behavior design to change management to self-leadership to habit building to nutrition, fitness, health, like all these different intersections of human wellness and performance and leading your personal growth and change, all with the purpose to help ourselves, to help you, to help myself, to help my clients and the world to change in days, not in years, to take better control of your thoughts, of your emotions, and most importantly, your actions. So you get to live your life experience as close as possible to your vision, to your dream, to it's out there for you. Guys, jumping into it, these days I like to repeat to myself whenever I feel not certain about my goals and about my dreams and am I going to be able to achieve that, big, audacious, hairy goal. Whenever I find myself in that little bit of a doubt, sometimes a lot of that, I repeat to myself this phrase: what you seek is seeking you. And I heard it somewhere. You might Google it, probably find the source. What you seek is seeking you. I truly believe that the universe avoids waste at all costs. And so if you are born with the desire to achieve something, it's probably because the universe wants you and needs you to achieve that, to get things moving, to keep the ball rolling, to make the whole picture work. Like, why else would you be given this desire if you couldn't achieve it? Why would the universe waste time and resources on you if you are not the one to fulfill that particular mission, purpose that is burning in your soul? Sometimes it's burning more clearly. You feel what it is exactly you need to do right now. And sometimes it's not that clear. And that's okay. And through work, just like Michelangelo carved out his masterpieces out of stone, you are also carving out your own purpose, your own vision out of all the stuff that you're bombarded with step by step, and it takes work. But back to the point, what you seek is seeking you. So if you want to achieve something, it means you're destined. You are born and created to do just that. Today is about divorcing our stories, our excuse stories that are holding ourselves back. And I'm going to give you one really powerful tool that we use in coaching that I've learned quite some time ago, but only now I'm starting to realize the full power of it, strengths, even though it's tiny, it's small, super simple. But when applied consistently, it produces tremendous results and change with seemingly very little effort. How cool is that? So stay tuned for that. But before that, I want to start with you a couple of things. And guys, you also learn how to overcome some very common sales objections. And especially if you're in consulting and you sort of service business and you are on sales call often and you sell something that especially is not tangible. It's a dream. It's a goal. It's what they call air. It's the transformation that you are selling. You might, like I myself, find yourself in a situation where you hear this from your to-be clients, your potential clients, you might find yourself at this time hearing that more often than not. I'll get back to you once things settle down. People are trying to finish things, or I need to finish this project and that. And on a personal level, there are so many things I got to take care of before holidays. I'll get back to you once things settle down a bit. I'll get back to you after the holidays. These are the most common stories, objections that I'm hearing this season. And some part of me gets it because I hear that in my head very often. Over this period, I often hear in my head, chill out, let's wait till next year. This one is already gone, blah, blah, blah. Just do it later, delay. And that's how we add months and often years to the timeline of our goals and dreams that we say we're so eager to get sooner than later. A couple of things I say to myself in this moment, and I say this to my future clients on our calls. Listen, Tom, or whoever, how long have you been telling yourself this particular story about this goal that you have? How long have you been waiting for the right time to get after it? And let me ask you another question. Does life ever get less busy these days? When was the last time that your life got less busy and you had this perfect alignment of time, resources, mind, space, energy to get after all of the quote-unquote non-essential goals that you have for yourself? Those, not urgent but important goals that you have for your personal and professional fulfillment. How long have you been telling yourself this story? How long have you been waiting for the right moment to live your life fuller, more aligned with who you see yourself becoming? Hey, it might be indeed not a priority for you right now, but why are we on this call then? Why do you keep thinking about that? And truly, how long has it been since you lived in the story? These are the questions I use on the calls. Some of them I learned in sales books. Some of them I learned from Alex Hormozy and Russell Brunson. Some of the people who achieved a lot and sold a lot and know how to overcome objections, which are common for all of us. You can read through some of those books and listen to podcasts about sales. We have the same bullshit stories, guys. You're not different. We all have them. And your clients have them. And it's your responsibility to help yourself and to help them to overcome them so we can get things more moving sooner than later. Here's the tool that I promised you at the beginning, and also there is going to be an extra bonus to really get you and your clients motivated to keep moving forward. So you can use it on your sales call as well. But first, the tool. How do you get yourself moving faster towards the goals that you have without having to dedicate a lot of time and energy and resources into that? How do you get yourself moving in a simple way and right away, like right now? In coaching, we have this tool in specifically Precision Nutrition taught us, like all of the coaches, thousands of coaches that it taught around the world. We call it 5-minute action, and it kills all the stories that stand in the way of action. So the tool is very, very simple, but very, very robust when applied to all the bullshit that we all have going through our minds that keeps us from taking action. 5-minute action. In the next 5 minutes, what one action, one step can you take in the direction of the goal that's been on your list for months, often years, and often decades? What's 5-minute action? You don't have to complete anything grandeur and big and audacious. No, but what's 5-minute action that you can take right now? That sending that email, that WhatsApp message, putting something on your calendar, ordering that book that you need to read because you want to advance your career or your personal goals, getting delivered some, I don't know, apples or a healthy meal that will be a sign, yeah, I'm committing to this goal. Like, what's that 5-minute action? And once you take that action, can you repeat that? See how easy it was? Maybe even stop this podcast and do that action right now before continuing. Like, what's that action? What's that 5-minute action you can take right now in the direction of the goal that will build your future, your more audacious, your empowered self, the one that you've been delaying because other busy things, other people got in the way of you becoming who you want to become, you having the life that you want to have. What's that 5-minute action? Stop this podcast. Take it right now. Hopefully, now you're coming back to this podcast after taking this action. And again, how easy was that? And can you do that more often? Imagine repeating that several times per day or per week, per month. How much more forward and faster you will move without having to do some extra hard, tough, big work that requires hours. Like, how easy that can be. Big results don't always require gigantic actions, guys. It's the actions that repeated over time that often would make all the difference. Something that will transform your life and your business. I also love starting at busy seasons like it is right now, starting new things, working on new goals, pushing that out of the gate early, because it also eliminates all the fluff. Since you don't have all the time and all the resources right now, so you naturally would ask yourself this question, like, how can I create the most amount of impact and progress with the least amount of effort and time? So you eliminate all the fluff and perfectionism, and you just do the thing that moves the stuff forward. So it removes all the fluff when you start in the busy season. And that reminds me of this phrase that Elon Musk likes to repeat. And it's based on Parkinson's law, which is work expands to fill the time available. So that is Parkinson's law. And Elon Musk likes to repeat, if you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take 30 days. But if you give yourself 3 hours, it will take 3 hours. The same applies to your goals, to your ambitions, to your potential. And I couldn't agree more. Guys, I'm right now moving houses and I needed to find a place to stay in between long-term rentals, kind of like in a flux right now. And I could be ruminating or thinking over all of the perfect places that I could be finding and thinking which location exactly fits everything. And I could be spending hours and hours just thinking about that decision. That is actually should be simple and it's not vital and essential in my life, and it's something that I don't want to be spending hours on. So what did I do? I leave myself 1 hour to figure it out right on the day where I'm supposed to be moving. And guess what? I found the place and everything organized. Just under an hour, actually under 30 minutes. Right? Parkinson's law works and it eliminates fluff. And that's exactly why it's so good to start in your busy seasons. Because the fluff will go out of the window by default. You don't have time and resources for that. And that's why it's also a really amazing start when you don't have all the resources to start your business, to start your career, etc. You'll figure stuff that works out with minimum amount of investment. That's what they call lean startup. So starting in busy seasons, starting when you feel you don't have time, resource, mind space, it's the best kind of time. And that's what you can also use with your clients. And a little bit on a side note that you can also use on sales calls to overcome the objection of time. I often use it for myself and with my clients. It's a sad one, but it's true. It's the simple understanding that I get myself back to and my clients to and people on the calls. It's the simple truth that Stoics call memento mori. You would hear it often from Tim Ferriss. If you're a fan, high five. Memento mori. You are going to die. Guys, you are going to die. You're dying right now. Like your time is running out as you're listening to this podcast. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And your time is running out right now. Just take a pause. Let it sink in. You are saying you're going to do it later, to work on your dream later, to work on something that feels essential to your future self, to your present self. You say, I'm going to do that later because of what? And tomorrow is not guaranteed. And that is the truth. As Gary Vee likes to say, I don't know if you're a fan of Gary Vee, high five again. You can be hit by a bus tomorrow, today. You're not guaranteed anything. And I almost died when I was 24, 13 years ago. I had a motorbike accident. I woke up in a hospital, 6 broken ribs, a lot of skin out of my body. My teeth were broken. Like so many things were broken. I almost died. I punctured my lung to Eve. The ambulance came later. I would just die because I wouldn't be able to breathe. And so at that point, I realized it doesn't matter how old you are, 24, 40, or 50, you can die, like literally today. And so what are you delaying? And if you are delaying and it's not a priority, then realize, be okay with this notion. You might never have this, ever. And if you're okay with that, then yes, maybe prioritize something else. But if not, that accident taught me one thing. If I am committed to something, if I'm serious about something, that I gotta show up for that today. Because the today, right now, is the only thing I have. And here you go. 5-minute action, some awesome questions and thoughts and laws and quotes from Elon Musk that you can use on sales call to help your clients make the move, because we are all in it together. We're all going to die. And the time is running out for all of us. And we are here on purpose to deliver something unique into this world. So we are in this situation together. And help your clients see that if they keep delaying, they might be delaying their best life, their purpose, their mission. They might be wasting universal time. Hey, hope this helps you to get moving on your dreams, on your goals in this busy season. Use it to help other people to get moving. And don't forget, guys, let's share this podcast episode. Let's help each other get moving. And you can do that by sharing this and hey, listen to this podcast. I think it's awesome. And it will help you to get moving on the things that you said you wanted to work on. Right? So share this podcast episode. Screenshot, send a link over Spotify or Apple Podcast or Stitcher, Podcast Addict, wherever you get your podcast from. So share at least with one person who you deeply care about and you want them to get moving and get their life moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your time and attention. It's all running out for all of us. Until next time, keep thinking, keep growing, keep improving, and most importantly, keep taking action. Chat soon. Have an awesome day.